Hello everybody and welcome to In the Moment Outdoors. I just wanted to do a quick introduction for myself and, well, apparently he wants to be in the shot, so me and Boone, I'm not sure if he's fully in the frame or not. Boone's kind of like the mascot. Well, he is now anyways. For In the Moment Outdoors. He's a 3, almost 4 actually, before next month. Labrador, Black Lab. And he likes being out in the desert too, don't you? But I wanted this to be the first video in a series of videos that I want to be making for everybody really. But kind of geared towards the new hunter. Whether you're, I guess what the hit word now is, what is it? Adult onset hunters, or if you're, a youth hunter with or without a mentor, or just want to see just how somebody else does things. I want to make this a video. I want to make it basic without making it childish. I want to be able to cater towards folks that want to learn. By no means am I an expert. I just feel like I want to help. And this is the only way I can think of at the moment to help. There's already a bunch of folks doing the mentorship thing. I try it when I can. But I figure this is, regardless of what kind of time I have, I want to make this a help. I want to make this a helpful channel. In addition to just a basic hunting channel, I want to actually help folks be successful when they're out there. And the way I wanted to start this off, though, was with just a basic gear video. Just a pack loadout, bag dump, I think some folks call it, video. Just what I carry. Some folks have this a lot more dialed in than I do. But just kind of what I carry, and then we'll go from there. And then if folks have any questions, leave them down in the comments. And then I want to I don't want to just come up with what I think folks need to learn. I want to know what you think you want to learn or know more about, and then we'll go down the line. I want this to be an interactive channel. But yeah, so let's get into what y'all probably came here for, and that's the stuff. Rather than listen to me ramble on. So we have 2 basic bags here. My chest harness and my backpack. My chest harness, this is a Marsupial gear. I don't know if you guys can see the Marsupial logo or not. It's just their basic harness made right here in Phoenix, Arizona. Over in Glendale, I think. But just got a lot of cool features. But as far as what I carry in it, in this front pouch, I carry electrical tape. And there's a little knife in here too, little Gerber pocket knife, just so I've always got something with me. That's in addition to my normal everyday carry knife. This may or may not be in the woods with me, so I always have something extra just in case something goes wrong. It doesn't weigh anything, so I'm not too worried about it. On this side, carry a wind checker. If folks aren't familiar with what a wind checker is, it's just powder. I think it's chalk. I'm actually not sure what's in it, but yeah, it's just a powder. And hopefully this will be able to see this, and I'll do it in front of the brown. But then I don't know if you guys could see it, but you just watch which way the wind blows the powder. And of course, that's the way the wind is going. So I don't care what coast you're on. If you're hunting whitetails in New York, or if you're hunting Coues whitetails in Arizona, that's what you got to have in your pack. It's not that brand, just a wind checker. Side pouch here, I carry this is a Vortex brand. It's a rangefinder. I carry the Ranger 1800 to make different models of this. There's other brands out there. I carried Leupold for a lot of years and was really happy with their product. I just went with the Vortex when I got a new one. So it's an 1800. It'll go to 1800 yards on a reflective surface. On a deer, I think it's rated to like 900 yards. So just remember that it's roughly half of what that number is what it's going to be rated for on game, on deer, and that's if you can even spot it. So these have a 6-power, 5 or 6-power zoom in them. It's basically a monocular with it's a monocular on the top and it has a laser in the bottom. That gives you the readout on what everything is, and he's cuddled right up behind me now. If you don't want to use a pouch, they do have a little belt clip on them. And on these marsupials, they do have this strap on this side, so you can, just hang it right off of there if you want. But I usually just do that. And then on mine, it doesn't always work. But the thing about the marsupials is there's a magnet in there, and then it's supposed to stay open. I'm not sure. Actually, I'm not sure the rangefinders are or not. But then I got a little bungee cord on there, just so if I do drop it, it doesn't slam into the ground. Then before we get inside the pouch, just a lens cloth, just made by Spuds. You can get whatever you want. I got a Vortex one, but you get anything you want on them. You get them camo, different colors, whatever. But I always carry something to wipe the dust off, because it's Arizona. There's a lot of stuff is dusty. And then, even though I have my optics in a harness, I still leave my covers on the ocular lens. So I'll do another video on optics, specifically on like binos, like picking out binos, or these actually need to be cleaned off too. But so these are my binos. These are Vortex Viper 10x50s. They're a little bigger than what some folks like to carry. I know a lot of guys are partial to like 8x42s. I really like 8x42, but with the 10 powers, when I originally got these, they were meant to be pull double duty between a chest pair and glassing binos. So that's why they have this adapter in them. This is the adapter stud. I just had the adapter mount here too, but this will allow you to take these binos and mount them right on a tripod, and keeps them super steady. Because even that handshake, you can miss game, miss small movements, you might see a deer flicking his tail or moving his head or whatever. So this kind of gets rid of a lot of that shake, a lot of that because you don't it's not like bad, but you'll see it especially at longer range. And then the bigger the binoculars are, the heavier, the harder they are to stabilize. Like I've got a pair of 15s I'm going to bring out that I only use them on a tripod. Anything past like 100 yards and there's too much shake, and I can't focus on it. So actually I just had that tripod mount, so now I'm kind of curious on where it went off to. But on top of that, I usually have this strapped to this outside here. Just a tripod. I use a Slick brand. This is a Slick Pro 340 EZ. This was they make the 340 EZ anyways, but this painting job, this was like a Sportsman's Warehouse thing. They got this flat dark earth, but the thing with the EZ is that it comes with this two-way pan head. So instead of having extra, like a lot of times it'd be an extra handle on one side, but this one handle, twisting that, will help with loosen up your pan and your tilt. And you lock it up, and you can't do anything else. In addition to, it's got this pan head up here. It's an Arca Swiss plate style head, very universal head. My camera is actually on an Arca Swiss plate style mount. It's on a Peak Design mount, but they are Arca Swiss compatible. I don't have the bracket of the pack, but it's really cool. It lets me hang my camera right here on my my backpack strap. I can put it on my belt if I need to. But yeah, so obviously the camera is on a different tripod. I own two of these Slick 634s. I own this Flat Dark Earth EZ, and then I own the I think it's the DX, the 340 DX or 342. The 340 DX. I just had to read it on there. Only difference was I bought that as only legs. I think I got it on Amazon rebuilt for like $65 or something like that. Is this thing dying again? Nope, it's still going. Sorry, I thought my camera died on me. But that one I put up on a ball head, and that's actually my primary glassing tripod is with that ball head on there. So I really like the ball head. I don't have to have that the tripod perfectly flat. I can have it on an angle and, you know, tip it and do what I need to with it to see where I need to see. But so let's get into the main bag here. And now some of this stuff. So in all honesty, I started doing a video and then my battery died, so I'm kind of flying through this one. So this is a redo. But normally, what I'm going to bring out would be in this top pouch here, which this is a Mr. Ranch Selway 60. So it has this mesh top on here, which I'll put the following in, not this following, but I'll put my med kit. I just have my medical kit. I'll go through this stuff in further detail in another video, but I carry my med kit, toilet paper. This stuff is indispensable, as well as my emergency kit. So this, like, difference between this and the med kit is this will have like fire starting stuff, emergency blanket, that kind of stuff. Versus that has more like medication, like Advil and Aleve and Benadryl. I do keep them in separate bags. This bag is my camera bag. I don't put my actual camera in here, but I do use it. I got my phone scope, SD card pouch or box. This little thing for calling or carrying cords, and then my remote if I want to be remote and turn on my camera. And then this has batteries, battery chargers. Actually, that's it. Batteries and battery chargers. But yeah, all this just for batteries, just because these mirrorless cameras just fly through that stuff. So that all sets in there. I don't know if he's in the frame or not, but Boone's trying to sleep over here now. Then going into here, I carry a chair. This obviously is not in this pouch, but it's a little folding backpack style chair. Thing weighs like 1.5 pounds, but it gets you elevated, and it's more comfortable than just sitting on the rocks or possibly a cactus, as is the case here in Arizona. Pardon me. So let's continue on the glassing stuff. So these are my 15s, just Vortex Vultures, 15 by 56s. Also on a Arca Swiss plate, but the adapter is a Vortex brand unit adapter. So with the unit adapter, I think where a lot of folks get confused with these is that it comes with a little cup, and that cup the stick will go into, and it kind of makes it loose, but you don't have to use it. You can screw a plate directly into the stock, and then you have a nice solid head, or nice solid head. I'm trying to keep everything in frame here. These weigh like 2 pounds. If I'm, elk hunting or something, I won't carry this. I won't carry the heavy binos. This is more towards like what I would carry for desert deer, possibly javelina. If I was going to be glassing for elk, I'd carry this. But if I was just strictly like in the timber, calling in September, I wouldn't carry all this. In here, just got another little pouch. Lucky horseshoe, because you always got to have a lucky horseshoe. An extra pair of socks. My net gator, it's a fleece or merino wool net gator. And then a pair of wool fingerless gloves. Then depending on cold weather, I'll tailor this and bring like heavier stuff. But that's just kind of get me through a cold morning kind of scenario. Puffy jacket. This is a First Light. The unpronounceable, some folks call it. It's like an un compadre or something like that. This thing is awesome when you're glassing because you can, it packs down into a pillow. So if you're backpacking, it works nice for that. And then when you're glassing, if it's a little windy on top or you get a little drizzle, you can throw this thing on. It doesn't weigh very much, doesn't take up a whole lot of room in the pack. So that's awesome to have. Yeah, this is my coffee setup. I'll carry one of these little Walmart rubber cups for the coffee, and then my jet boil for actually making the coffee. And that's something I don't have in here right now is any of my food stuff. Maybe I can go on into that in another video. Tags. I carry this little school bag. My zipper broke on it, but little school style file pouch. It carries all my tags, my regulations, a Sharpie or a pen for writing on, but just to make sure I have everything nice and in order. It's not getting all damaged and beat up. Because Arizona sends these big tags, and I don't really like to fold them up and put them in my vinyl harness. And then this is my kill kit. Skinning and gutting knife, just an outdoor edge, razor knife. Yeah, Wyoming knife for gutting, just as a backup. And then, yeah, extra blades for something. Just a set of rubber gloves. And these are some the antimicrobial kind, but set of game bags. These are just obviously the Cabela's brand, just deer bags. But yeah, so I'll carry all this in here. Oh, rain pants. Might go with me, might not. These are just a pair of Cabela's, the Space Rains. They don't weigh very much. They're nice, compact. I can just toss them in there. Even if it's not going to rain, they do help to cut the wind. So that's why I pack them mostly, just for the wind protection. Oh, my hydro bladder. I carry a Platypus 3-liter bladder. Then I don't put anything in the sides. This is for my tripod. I'll put the legs in there. But it does have these large side pockets. In my hip belt, this one's just got my GPS and my compass. I carry those with me. They're easy to grab. I will, and I'll honestly say though, that I usually hunt mostly with my Onyx, with my phone. And then just a lighter with duct tape wrapped around it. And a Petzl Zipka style headlamp. Very bright, very basic headlamp. I've actually got a new one coming from Camel Fire, not one of those, but just another headlamp I'm going to put in my kit, just so I have a backup to it. And then just to end with, one thing I really like about the Mystery Ranch is it's got this overload feature. So this is the Selway, obviously, like I said, so the pack itself just buckles around there and it stays on the frame along with these side buckles. But if you pop this one and open that up, you can shove meat, extra gear, like you can use a dry bag, shove some stuff in there, just taking some extra stuff in or bringing some extra stuff out. Yeah, so that's my basic rundown. I feel like I flew through it just trying to make this camera battery work. But yeah, I think that's what we got for today. So I can't remember if I was in this version or the other version. I just wanted this video to be a quick rundown of what I carry. General use carry when I'm in the woods, in the desert. And I'll tailor it for my needs depending on what the hunt is. The next round of hunts is a couple of javelina hunts coming up. So I'm not going to carry all this stuff for a pig, for a javelina hunt. Carry the water, some snacks, and then mostly the pack will just be a place to put extra clothing as you take it off throughout the day. But if anybody has any questions, anything they want to see me cover, let me know what you think of the videos, good or bad, I guess. But yeah, I think that's all I got for you guys today. Like I said, if you got any questions, leave them down in the comments. I'm going to try to read and answer all of them, if there are any. And me and Boone, we'll see y'all next time.